In this video, I will show you the top 10 Excel formula every beginner should know. The first one is the sum. The second one, the average. The third one, the minimum, the maximum. The count. The fourth one, the count A. The fifth one, the if. The sixth one, sum if. Seventh one, average if. Eighth one, the VLOOKUP. The ninth one, concatenate or test join. The last one is the round. Whether you are a student, data entry worker, or job seeker, these Excel formulas will save you time and make your work faster. Don't forget to join my upcoming Excel Live practice class, where we will apply this formula together in real time. If you want to master Excel faster than most beginners, start with these Excel formulas. These are the foundation of everything else. As you can see, this data set that we'll be working with is the monthly sales report. You can see the month, the sales person, that is the person that made the sales, the region, north, east, where the person is from. We have the product that the person sold, the unit sold, that is the number of the quantity that the person sold. We have the unit price, which is the cost price. Then the total sales, which is the total amount that the person sold, which is the unit price times the unit sold. So now, the first one that we'll be looking at is the sum. So we are going to check the total amount that was sold within the period of January to April. So we now say equal to sum, you open brackets, from the first, which is G3, down to the last six, which is the G10. You can see the formula, then you click enter. The second formula is the average. Then you now say equal to average, open bracket, from the first sales. We want to check the average sales that was made within this period of January to April. You can see it, then you click on enter. The third one is the minimum and the maximum. The minimum and the maximum. Minimum is the lowest amount that was sold within that period. And the maximum is the highest amount that was sold in that period. For minimum, you say equal to mil, open tab, the first, then you drag down to the last one. You can see the formula, then you click on enter. If you check it, you will see that 60,000 is actually the lowest amount that was sold. Then now, let's check for the maximum amount that was sold. Max, open bracket, the first one down to the last one. 1.2 million. If you check here, you will see that the highest is what? Is 1.2. So this is how to calculate the minimum and the maximum. Let's go to the counts. Now we want to check how many sales were filled in. That is the sales entry that were recorded. Let's check for it. Equal to count, the first one, drag down to the last one, you click on enter. You can see it says 8. Let's remove 1 and see what will happen. It's telling us that 7 were filled. Ctrl Z, you can see it is 8 now. Then now let's check for the count A. Count A, you say equal to, let's check it with the names. How many names were entered? Count A, the first person down to the last person. Let's count how many people. It's saying 8. So let's remove 2 people from here and see how it comes out. Now it's saying that 6 people, their information were filled. Ctrl Z, it counts all the things that are what recorded. Let's go to the fifth formula, which is the if statement. In this one, we want to tell it that check if each salesman meets their target. Then we now give it a a command that if the salesman meets his or her target, the comment should be target met target. Then if the person did not meet his or her target, then the comment should be target not met. So let's input the formula. Equal to if total sales, which is the amount the person sold, greater than or equal to the target. If it's greater than or equal to the target, comma, you will now say met target, met met target, met target. Then if the person did not meet the target, then you will now display target not met, target not met. Then you close it. You close the bracket, you click enter. Met target. So let's drag down, put your cursor there, you drag down, autofill. You can see met target. So let's check for one or two people that they said they met their target. 60,000 naira. This one met target. Look at the target, 50,000. The person sold 60,000, which means this person actually met his or her target. This one 110 target, sold 130. The person met his or her target. Then this person target not met. The person's target is 1.3 million. Then the person sold 1.2 million. So it's now saying target not met, which means this person did not meet his or her target. That is how you calculate the if statement for if. Then the next one we are going to be looking at is the sixth formula, which is the sum if. For sum if, we want to check sales by a specific region. We are using the north as an example. Let's say equal to sum if SUMIF if from C3 down to C10 is not, if is not, I close it. Then you now say what? If is not, add up the sales that was made. That is the instruction we are giving to it. It's telling us, look at the amount it's given to us, which means it summed up the, for north, the region which is north, it summed up the amount that is there, the total sales that is there. Look at the first north here, look at the amount, look at the second one, 1.2. So it summed up the two, which gave it this figure. Then let's look at the seventh one, which is the average. The average. So now for the average, let's say we say equal to average if, calculate the average if the 3 down to, you should check it from D3 down to D10 if his laptop, that was sold. I'm now telling you to calculate the average of the sales if his laptop that was sold. Calculate the average. I close the bracket, then you click enter. This is now the average of the two sales. That is the, to add it up and divide it by 2. For laptop, look at laptop here, look at another laptop. It will add up the figure and divide it by 2, which is the average. This is now what? The amount for it. Let's look at the next one, which is the VLOOKUP. We are going to tell you to look up for a product price. I should look up for what? The product price. Then now, let's say equal to VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP, open bracket, laptop, comma, D, we want to look up for this, down to this side, comma, 3, comma, we select first, you close the bracket, you click enter. We want it to look up forward the price for the cost price for laptop. VLOOKUP, we say look up for the cost price for laptop from, so it calculated the column because what we are looking for is the unit price. That is why we stopped at 3. For example, now what we want to check is, let's say we want to check the unit price that was sold. We now change it to E10, which is this 2. If it's E10, then we change this one, the column, say the second column, select it from the second column, then you click enter. You can see it's telling us that what? 13, which means 13 items, 13 units were sold. This is how to check for what? For the VLOOKUP. The next one we'll be looking at is what? Let's look at the concatenate, which is the next one, concatenate or the text join. The concatenate, you say equal to concatenate. This combines the two words together. Equal to concatenate B2. We are asking you to concatenate, add up this name. Then what are we concatenating it with? What are we adding it up with? We are not telling you that add up this word, this name and the month and the region, but demarcate it with this word symbol. If you use comma there, open bracket, this place this place, so you will not tell it the text what you want it to concatenate it to add it up with. So this is it. We say comma C3, close bracket, enter. Look at it. John not. You can see how it came out. This is for what? Concatenate. Then there are some people that have newer version of Excel. Concatenate might not really work for you. You can use the text join. This is how you use the text join. Equal to text join, text join. You first of all, now you input what you want it to concatenate it with first. True, comma. You now input what you want it to concatenate it with first. Unlike the first one, you close the bracket. This is the formula you use. You press enter. Then, like this one, if I want comma to be there, I don't want this dash to be there. You remove it, you put comma. Look at it, John, comma, not. This is how you use the concatenate and what? And the text join. The last one we'll be looking at is the round. This rounds it up from decimal points to a whole number. Let's say equal to, we want to round up this round G, comma 0. We want it to round up this figure. That is why I actually did this, so that we can be able to work with this. You close the brackets, you can see it, round it up to 0 decimal point. I click on enter. Look at the amount that came up. It's now approximated point, this 0.11.57. It's approximated it to what? To 12. That is for what? For the round. So it changes it from what? Decimal point to what? To a whole number. That is how you apply these formulas. If you love learning Excel, and want to become a pro, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next tutorial. Thank you very much for watching from the beginning to the end. Pause this video and try these formulas. If you are able to get it, type done in the comment section. Then if you like this video, if you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment and recommend, share it to others so that they can equally learn this Excel. Thank you very much. Bye.